workstation like sponsor. And so much great information is just in there that we have our like fingertips accessible to that all the time. And not only is there just tons of information on the workstation, but there's so much information on YouTube and so many amazing trainings. Like if you need ideas, like, or whatever, all you have to do is like touch the button and you can find so much information on anywhere. So everybody probably knows that it's $20 join special this month. And I think that it's super important that we use social media to really like share that. Like I was just saying, I just had this lady that she just texted me and was like, so what all do you get in a $20 kit? Like I haven't I'm friends with her and she's bought Scentsy from me before, but she was not a person on my radar. So you just don't ever know who is what. She's a nurse and you never know who, like it goes back to that thing of we cannot judge who we think would be good at it or would be interested in it, because we have to be willing to offer it to everybody and anyone that we know. Did you get it done, Anne?
Yep.
I saw it. Okay.
Yeah. And two, like even because this time it's a little bit different where we only have set amount of kits. Really, let people know, set that expectation early, because if it does sell out, then you can be like, well, I did let you know that there's X amount of kits, because people might get upset if you're like, don't say anything about that. And then they want to sign up on the last day of the month. It's not going to last to the last day of the month. It's not going to. So, I mean, last month was a good recruiting month and we didn't even have any kits. So, yeah. So welcome everyone. Thank you for hopping on. Jennifer and I are excited that you guys are all here and listening, whether it's live or recorded. I'm just going to mute everyone that's not, just because then it gets hard to listen, right? Okay. Awesome. So tonight, Jennifer and I are going to start doing some more fun things. We're trying to always, I don't know what we're trying to do. Jazz it up a little bit, I guess. But we want to do some recognition because we just want to. So we were going to talk about some superstars that are rocking it in their Scentsy business in April, whether it's sales or recruiting. So I'm going to do some from my group, and then Jen's going to do some from her group. And we're going to start each beginning of the month like that. So kind of excited. Do you want to do your top, did we decide top 10, 2000 and above? What did we want to do?
Yeah. I don't think you want to do let's do top 10.
Okay. Awesome. Do you want to go or you want me to
go? I'd be here a while listening to everybody for 2000. You guys.
What an amazing problem to have.
Oh, April blew me out of the water. So you guys are going to your eyes are going to bulge out. Like I'm going to see all these bulging eyeballs when I start reading, because I'm going to give you numbers. So, oh, look at little guy. How's Eli? Oh. Hi,
buddy. Say hi. Hi. He's not feeling good today.
No.
His appointments last week were rough.
Tomorrow?
They were Friday.
Okay.
And they changed his dosage, and so it's kind of messing with his belly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Our little Eli has had cancer, so he takes chemo. Poor little guy. Okay, so our top, I'm going to do for my group, which Stacy Behringer is my one and only superstar director that's under me. But Kristen Cole she just promoted to director last month. And her PRV, you guys, hold your chins It was $9,326. She's a hairdresser, not working, but working her Scentsy business. Angel McCann was our number 2 with $8,613. Stacy Behringer, $7,812. Amy Johnson, $6,356. Amy busted her butt so that she could hit annual sales. Melissa Silcox, $5,805. Amber, I don't know what her last name is because it's just on my phone. Amber E, $5,585. Christina D, $5,366. Mariah Torres, $5,183. Lisa Polnow, $5,123. And number 10 was Amy Felton with $4,877.
Way to go.
So you guys, people, that just goes to show you how people are buying Scentsy and people love Scentsy. We are so blessed to be a part of the company that people are buying. Okay, Anne.
Right. Okay, so I gotta count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'll go 10 is Vicky Velez from Oregon with 1206. Tiffany Applegate from 1359. Mary Var. Oh, I'm gonna have to figure out these last names. $2,088. Julie Vieira with $2,094. Kelsey Klein, $2,099. Ann Scott, Cass with $2,170. Cassie Olson, $2,271. Christy Elbers, $2,678. Cynthia Blankenship. She just promoted to superstar consultant from West Virginia, $3,318. And the top spot at Team Rock in My Pocket for my whole group is Kate Howlett at $3,389. PRV from Montana. Whoop, whoop.
Okay, so Anne, I'm just gonna do people that had 3 or more new.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Yeah.
We had Chelsea S that had 3, Christina D, Missy Silcox, Amber, I can't even pronounce her name anyway. It's Mark and Gina's niece.
Emmerich.
Cole. How is it?
Emmerich.
Okay. Kristen Cole had 3. Alicia Wallace had 3. I had 3. Angel McCann had 4 new team members. Amy Felton had 4. Bradley had 4. Rose Jones, Rose is on here, had 5. She's a 3rd in our whole group. Cook had 6 new consultants, and Stacy Behringer had 6 new consultants.
Awesome. I have chills. Like,
I know.
That is so
special. Right.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So Kate Howlett from Montana had 3. And then Cynthia Blankenship had 2. And then I had Christy Elbers, Mary Vare, and Kayla Parsons that each had 1.
Awesome. Okay.
Cool. Okay, you guys. So we're going to talk all things recruiting. So Jennifer and I have been, I don't know, like scouring the internet and all these Facebook groups to find some really cool stuff tonight. So like Jennifer said in the beginning of the call, maybe you missed it because I couldn't get the Facebook Live to switch over, but there's a ton of stuff on your workstation for recruiting. They have redone all things recruiting, how to get consultants off to the very best start. And it's all on our workstations, all from Scentsy, all ready to work. So don't think that you have to recreate the wheel once you start adding people to your team, because you don't. just really focus in on the workstation, and they have everything there. Check in with that new consultant, regularly in those first 70 days. But really, Scentsy has, I think back when I started 11 years ago, there was like a handbook and that was it. And then we would call support because like we were all so new and like just kind of winging it. And that's kind of a good thing too, right? Like you just figure it out as you go. Don't think that you have to do it the right way, because maybe there isn't a right way. So just do what you feel is right and just go with your gut, and good things will happen for you. But the $20 join kit is going on right now. Use that to your advantage. Offer it anytime that you are taking an order over the phone. Really offer it at any point.
So just a side note there, I'm gonna just butt in really quick, Ann.
Yeah.
Like tomorrow, I'm only butting in because like Ann was saying, all those things, like all those times that we can offer the opportunity. There are so many opportunities for us to offer that blessing to people. And tomorrow I'm getting ready to send out all of my thank yous for my online orders. So in every one of those, I haven't even created it yet, but I'm going to tonight. I'm going to send it in to have it printed at Walgreens. I did that last night. I had to get some more. I had to get more like my top 10 sales postcards made. So tonight I'm going to do that, but I'm going to slide in to each of my thank yous for my online orders tomorrow, a photo of some sort with the $20 join special big blurb on it with my website. So like that's just another idea of some place that you could slip that in. Another idea that I think that we have shared on like our Friday coffee dates that we've been doing on Friday mornings at 9. There's a plug right there. Yeah. So Ruthie Craig is one of my directors, and she had this amazing idea. I don't know if I shared it on here yet, but you're hearing it again if you didn't. These are gigantic Post-it notes. Look, there's my head. It's bigger than my head. So she put a message on this Post-it note that said, like, take my information. Well, this was last month because she was trying to reach annual sales award. Well, you could write on a Post-it or any other big sheet of paper, just join my team for $20 in May, and put some little join packets in your windshield wiper while you run into Walmart or whatever store you're in. There's Ann's. Tag team, go, Ann.
Tag team, back in, chicken and Rick. That dates me. But I was gonna say something and now I had to have a dance party. So that she's gonna do a mailer to all of our thank yous. So Courtney found this beautiful image. I'm not sure where she found it. Callie had it. I kind of think it was in one of the files. But this is beautiful, and I will tag it underneath this video. It's super cool. So it's already done for you. Just go in, put your either a label right here or type in your info, right? And then as you send that out, like Jennifer's going to do, and she's going back to like do the top or the last 3 months, and I'm doing the same. And then putting in a flyer about, joining this month. And I just did this one. I think Jennifer shared it. I'll make sure that I share it on my page. But all I did was pop in my picture here, and then I put a little image that I found quick on Facebook for the join. So, really, really, really simple. Just pop that right in everything that you give out this month. An order should not leave your house without marketing that says the $20 join kit. And then once they sell out, then just change that and have the regular kit every month. And then every single order that leaves your house has just this little cute, it's a 1/4 of a page of paper. Just pop that in every order. But
okay. Can I tag there?
Yeah.
So Ann just said, this was one of my notes that I had written down that I wanted to share tonight. And she was just saying how once those $20 join kids are gone, what can we do then? We can offer all of those people that are still interested a join for $20 when you have a party or they have a party for you. Then you can get them that hostess kit for $20. Use their free and half price stuff and tell them how much free and half price, like what number they need to get to, like $400, right, guys? Or a $500 party gets them $75 and that kit's free. So
Better kit.
just flip it. What?
And it's a better kit.
Yeah. So just if the $20 special runs out this month, all you have to do is turn it into a positive. And just like Ann said, you say, oh, well, our hostess kit is way better anyway. You don't want that $20 kit. Let's do this for you.
Okay. So
I'm not drunk, really.
nor am I. So, like, could you imagine? Okay. So we talked a little bit on Friday on our coffee and chat that we do at 9 a.m. Central. We talked about Hostess Packets, right? So how can we get this into the mail or into people's hands? And what I put in mine. So Jennifer taught me this. So like the stickers that we get, I just reuse because I mean, we have them laying around, right? But you can also buy these bags on Amazon. Okay. So I have that join your journey, a little thing with my picture on it. Come do Scentsy with me. This is another thing that I'll post in this after this video. And then I did the showcase brochure or this flyer thing. Is that what they're called? I don't know. Obviously a join brochure from Scentsy if you have them. If you don't, no big deal. I did two little, you can find these on Pinterest, but just like it says, count your rainbows, not your thunderstorm. And then these are, it's kitchentableclassroom.com is where I found these. And dreaming after all is a form of planning, but just like a little bookmark, a little I mean, you could do anything, right? I just print these off at home. I do 6 to a page, boom, cut them up, whatever. Scent and warmer of the month. I would put in, I haven't done this scent yet, or you could do the sticker. I just have these at home, so I popped one in there. Then I found these the other day. They're little seed packets, just something else to put in my gift baggies. You don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. So that's it, like not a ton of stuff. The only thing that I'm missing that I would love to have in here, which I need to take the time and make, is something that tells them about my story. Why have I been successful with Scentsy? Where has Scentsy taken me? What do I find Scentsy such a blessing to be? Like, I need to personalize it to me and my Scentsy story. And I think we all need to put that little bit of goodness in our recruiting packets, because they're not just signing up for Scentsy, they're also signing up with you, being their coach, being their mentor, being someone that they can talk to. And I think that's really important, that they know that you're there for them and that you're wanting them to sign up underneath you and not just to be a number. Kind of a thing.
Yeah, the girl that just messaged me about joining my team, she literally asked me, like, she was asking me a few questions, and then she was like, so will you help me, like, when I get started? I'm like, of course I'll help you. That's my job.
Right. Yeah.
So Anne mentioned the join brochures. Make sure if you don't have those, like, I keep those on hand all the time, no matter what. So if you have a party going in pretty soon, make sure you order some join brochures. Those are one investment that I think is totally worth the money. Like, what are they, $3 for a pack of them? They're super cheap.
25. Yeah.
So, and they're like, that's I think one of the best investments that you can make in your business, as far as like things that you want to get whenever you're starting your business, or, you know, if you're wanting to grow your team.
And it has the compensation plan right in it. I know some people are like, oh, I don't understand it or whatever, but I think it's pretty important that you share the compensation plan right from the beginning, because it is such a big part of your business. Because when you do start growing a team and start advancing rank, you need to know that so that you can make sure that you help the people that are in your group and in your team to know they might be hitting really close to a next promotion, or, you know, like that's some of the things that you need to know. So knowing where it is and how to read it and how it's kind of like your responsibility as well. So, but it can be confusing, but don't let it be, because it's really not. Like, just take it step by step by step.
Yep. Definitely start learning that like when you first join, because like when you are an essential consultant or a certified consultant, it's so much easier to like learn that comp plan. Like, okay, when I joined, I was looking at that thing and you kind of are overwhelmed by it. But then when you just look, okay, my next step as an essential consultant is to get my $1,000 in. Then I want to hit lead. So I'm going to get a new recruit. I'm going to get a team member. I'm going to start doing this thing. And so you sponsor that person, and then you say, oh, okay, I need to get my $500 so I can hit lead, and I need my person to get active. Well, that's $200 in orders. They can do that. We can get $1,000 group wholesale volume, which is 75% of retail. And then it's just on up from there. Like once you hit lead, then you say, you look at it and you're 500, 2 active frontline, and 2,500 GWB. So just as you're going, like I feel like, I think because I like numbers so much, I just was like, I was attached to that thing, and I was always looking and figuring out what I needed to do to get to the next level. But some people aren't minded like that. I just think that it's really, like Ann said, it's super important to get to know it. And
Some other creative ways that you can share the recruiting is, I took one from Jen today. She printed off like a map of the United States, but if you have other regions within your organization, I would print off, you know, their Australia, Canada, whatever. And I colored in the spots where we have consultants, and then I posted it to my business page. So like, think really outside the box. Like it can't always be, oh, join Scentsy this month for $20. Join Scentsy this month. I want you on my team. Join Scentsy. Like, really think about why someone would want to be on your team and change your strategy. I'm going to brag on Courtney a little bit, but she did a really cool Instagram story, or was Facebook, probably both. But she had herself like a year ago and where she was at within her business and why she was where she was at. And then now, like, she took a picture of it and then put some like wording on it. And then she introduced like a few more pictures within her journey, world tour pictures, or you know, just different things. And then she posted the same picture with a newborn, and but it was really visual and it was really captivating, because it was like, so she started here and she's still here, but look at all this growth that happened in the middle. And so if you can do like thinking outside that box and how you can show people what Scentsy, it's not just wax and warmers, it's more than that. But to really think about how you can show that. Another one that I can think of is inspirational videos. Kate sent one to me yesterday that was like, oh, this really touched me. Yeah, like pop that on your Facebook page, because it makes people think like, I am made for greatness. Like, I'm not going to just settle at my 9-to-5 job, or I'm not going to just be a stay-at-home mom. Like, I can be more than that. Like, really get those like heart-wrenching, like gut-wrenching, like videos, or a song. If a song that you think is, you know, is talking about how you can grow or overcome or anything like that, like post that on your page, because it makes people think differently. Sharing stories of other consultants. If you have some friends that want to go live, Scentsy friends, obviously, that want to go live on your page and talk about their journey, do it. Like, whatever you can do to then get other people to go, oh, well, if she can do that or he can do that, I can do that too. Like, really think outside the box. I've got some stories that I have saved on YouTube and I share them regularly, but now I'm going to go in and I'm going to, auto set those in my business page so that they go out, once a week or whatever. So people can see that we're all different types of people. We all have different things that we want out of our business, but it was more of like an interview that I did with them and why they are in Scentsy and why they stay. They're about 3 to 5 minutes long, but then people can see faces and they can hear our northern accents or whatever you want. But we have to think really, really, really far outside the box, because yes, you'll get a few with the $20 like join now. You will totally get a few people. But if you can really get to those heartstrings, that's where you're going to get the people that will stick around. Make sense? Cool. Anything else, Jennifer?
Something else that I had written down was just like how to flip parties. So like, I don't know if you guys have done it yet, but simply when you go in and you set up a party, when you go to close out that party, you can, when you go to get the hostess credit, if you're just going to get the hostess her kit for free, or if you just have somebody that says, hey, I want to join your team. I saw you're, promoting like you could get the kit really cheap or for $0 out of pocket or whatever, however you're wording it without saying that it's free. Like I've even changed it. Like if I've had a party like under my name, I've even gone back in and changed the hostess to the other person so that I can get that hostess kit for them. And so you just want to make sure that the hostess is that person that comes to you. Then when you go to put their credit in, you just type in kit and the hostess kit will auto populate. You get it. There might be, if you have a $500 party, there's going to be like $16 extra to spend. So I got myself more stuff on top of that. Then after that person, when you go to close that party, their Scentsy will automatically send them an email with a link for them to join. Once they fill out all that information, submit it, then you can go back into that party and you can actually submit it. At that point, when it comes back, when you go back into it, there's like a little toggle underneath their name that says like flip or not. Like, I don't know right off the top of my head what it says, but it's just like a little toggle that you would, if you're going to plan to give that PRV to that hostess, then you want to click there and then submit it. If they didn't work for the PRV and you're keeping the PRV, then you just leave it alone and you just submit the order like normal. And then they're off on their own. They get their kit and then they're going to be a new consultant in your downline. For right now, because so many of our orders are online, Scentsy actually is doing us a favor, and they're going to be able to manually, if you want online orders to go to the new consultant's PRV, you have to call in for them to manually enter or move those online orders to the new consultant.
Hey, Jennifer, something I'd like to add to that too is when you, like you change the host, it's under the host name and you put in kit and it pops up, you click kit, 24 hours to pre-register with that link to their email. And if they don't register in 24 hours, just delete the kit off the host credit and then put in kit again and then, add it to the cart and then it'll resend them a link. That's just something that's happened on my team too. So I wanted to share that because they're like, well, it's not working. It's 24 hours.
Yeah, right. Like Anne was saying, or maybe I said it earlier, I just know that like when in our workstation, we have so much stuff at our fingertips. So if you just type in sponsoring in your little magnifying glass search bar, you're going to be able to pull up tons of stuff. And just I'd be happy, Anne and I can like download these all the information that's on there, but you guys have access to all of it. And I think that something that can be really, are we going to cut this short, Anne?
We don't have to.
Okay. Something that can be really intimidating, I think, for old and new consultants alike, are just the conversations. Like, what do I say? You know, like, what do I do? How do I approach someone? And I just think that it's really neat that Scentsy even offers like conversation tips. And one of these things that I brought up was recruiting conversation tips. And it just says, recruiting conversations don't have to be difficult. Use these tips on who to talk to, what to say, and how to invite as you work on building your team. So who should you talk to? And so it gives you a whole breakdown. I mean, I could sit here and read this to you, but it just has tons of great information with ideas. Friends and family, start talking with the people that love and support you first. Your best hostesses and customers, the 5 most successful people you know, blah, 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 referrals, anyone and everyone. You just need to find out something about the person that you're talking to. So make sure you're listening for those key things that are, you know, like if you hear a young mom talking about how she wants to be able to stay home with her babies, or an older lady that's getting ready to retire, like some of us, I'll put myself in this basket, like we can talk to people. And so a lot of times it's easy for us just to do all this talking, when in reality, we probably need to zip our lips and listen to the things that, you know, listen to them, because the more that you get to know them and the more that you like you're you know, learning about them, you're finding out all these things, these intimate, you're forming a relationship with them. Those are the important things that in the end, that's what's going to draw those people to you. So then what should you say? Communication, what's currently happening that might appeal to prospective team members. So right now, what is going on like that we can, like, we're not supposed to use COVID and all those ding words or whatever, but you know, right now, some people are really struggling, and we can have those conversations privately. You don't have to post on social media, but those are conversations that we can have when we know people and what they're going through. Communicate what's happening this month. Oh my goodness, nothing better than a $20 join special, right? Share your own Scentsy story. Just like Ann said, we need to be able to share our stories and let people know where we were 12 years ago. We were poor, we were broke. My husband was a worship leader at our church. I homeschooled our 5 kids and stayed at home. We had no money and lived paycheck to paycheck. And now, like, I can't even tell you like how blessed we have been over the last 12 years. Of course, it hasn't been all peachy and all the ways up. Heidi just made a statement the other night, but it was just like taking the downs with the ups. Like, what would have happened if 8 years ago, when I was super frustrated that things were like different, or things were happening and the workstation got switched and I was just mad and I wasn't gonna, you know, like what would have happened? Like, that would not be good, you guys. We all just have to be consistent, stick with it, because there are going to be down times. So that's just part of my story. Once you know a person and how Scentsy could benefit them, then you share that with them. Be sure to focus on their interests and not yours, and how Scentsy opportunity can fill their needs. Get people to ask you about Scentsy. When someone shows an interest in your business, you have them hooked. There's no need to pressure them into joining anymore. Like, once people are asking us about our business, you know, that's like this lady that just messaged me. I didn't even ask her. She asked me. So I feel like I gave her my website already, like right before I was joining. I was like, here's the site, and you can go here and get started. So a good bridge statement incorporates your best understanding of who you are inviting, what interests or motivates them, what unique traits do they have that would help them succeed in this business. There are a few ideas for bridge statements. For good customers, you might say, you already love the product and you've told everyone how much you love Scentsy. You would make the perfect consultant. So that's what that lady said to me. She was like, I love Scentsy. And so right there, like, yeah, you love Scentsy. You can do this. For friends and family or people that you already know, tell them what you've been up to with your business. Wouldn't it be fun for us to work together? Like, Jerry Franz was my sponsor when we first started, and that's what we did. We learned the business together. It was so fun because she was like my right hand lady, you know, we just like, we had fun, we had meetings together, and it was great. Even though she was like another mom to me, it still was so fun to work together. For party attendees, we have so many amazing products in our catalog. Since the product is so easy to sell, it's a great way to make some extra income. Are you at all interested in joining? I know that like they do that. You could do these on like Facebook parties too. Like the deck of cards where you pass out decks of cards. You could incorporate that when they ask questions about your business. So anyway, I'm not going to sit here and read this whole thing to you because I've already read quite a bit of it, but it's just a really good tool to read through and just have that knowledge. Like I've heard all this stuff 100 times, you guys, over the last 12 years, but hearing it again, like gets me all like pumped up. Can you tell? Like reading through it, I just am like, oh yes, like those are the things that like they like rekindle our passion for what we have been doing or what we can be doing. So anyway, I'm done.
Go, Jennifer. Go, Jennifer. Questions, concerns, comments. Like, what else do you guys feel that if someone is watching this video that they should know about recruiting this month or any month, really?
I just feel like I'm going to say that the opportunity or the option to flip our host is brilliant. And we will forever have that tool now, I think.
Right.
I don't think Orville and Heidi will ever take that away. And so I think that that's golden.
Because don't you feel like this could be the new way that we do our business, right? Like, we'll probably, I mean, at some point I would love to do a home party again, but like, I just feel like even how my customers are ordering, like they're just going to the website, like, and I don't see why they would ever call me again, or you know what I mean? Like, they'll just get used to it. I'm getting subscription boxes, or not subscription boxes, but club orders starting to really happen. Like they're getting, it's just a new transition. And I think this is great. Like if something that was amazing that came out of all of this might be one of our really great things.
I think too, with Anne saying that, like one great thing about Scentsy, which I've always said, is that like, even though we're not doing catalog parties right now, I think the catalog parties will continue to do those. But like our necessity and our need, I know home parties they can be a driving force in our business, but home parties are not necessary to succeed with Scentsy.
Right.
And so as long as you're working your business and you're coaching your host like you should, and you're getting all those customer information and entering the information and following up, like this, there are so many, we are blessed to have a product that can be shared in this way. Like, I'm just going to throw this out there. I love Pampered Chef, but don't you feel like Pampered Chef, you kind of need to see the stuff. You kind of need to touch the stuff. I feel like that anyway. Or like, I mean, there are a lot of different products and a lot of people want to smell our scents. So I'm not going to say that it's not like full blown, like, whatever proof. Like it's not fail proof when it comes to that, because some people indeed do want to be like, can I just come to your house and sniff, So we can't say that we're 100% like online business, but I think that it is super important that we have a product that can be purchased online with pretty great success rate.
And they just keep coming out with more and more and more and more. Like today's the summer collection. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I can't keep everything straight anymore. And then for Star Wars to come back and like, oh my gosh, like it's just so cool because there's just so many different avenues that we can take our business.
Like sugar scrub. Do you guys, when you guys go to get your pedicures, doesn't your person like use sugar scrub on your legs and stuff? We could sell that sugar scrub to our pedicure people, you know?
Try one of these.
Need a 5-gallon bucket full of it.
Right?
Try one of these.
Oh, cute buddy. Hi, Beckham. Hi, buddy.
Say hi. What do you? He just brought me Batman lanyards.
Oh,
Maybe that's a sign, guys.
maybe.
Batman. Maybe Beckham. Do you know?
You know
Oh,
something? Could you imagine?
I know, right?
it's surrounded by.
Yeah, and I mean, there's even stuff like the NFL and the
NHL.
hockey stuff. Like, oh my gosh, like we haven't even tapped the surface of that stuff, and I think that'll bring a completely different customer because it's like I can see like the guy. I think about like my events that I go to, and it's mostly like the women shopping, right? But then even last year when I was at the Grape Stomp and so it's a bunch of older people at this event. Like I don't know why, but it's just older, and a lot of the guys will come in and they'll just stand there. But I'd always like if they'd stand there, I'd be like, "Oh, look at, do you like Star Wars?" And I got a few people to order it because the guys were so into it. Now if we have the NHL and the I mean, it's just like brings a whole new game. I mean, it's just gonna be a game changer, I think. It's gonna be exciting. As long as they look really cool.
Today was like International Firefighters Day. Does anybody have a fire in first last out?
Yeah, Mom.
'Cause that probably would have sold today.
Yeah.
Right. Very cool. Anything else, fabulous ladies? Keep letting us know if you have questions or concerns. Jennifer and I are here for you. Your directors are here for you. Your sponsor is here for you. We just want to make sure that you are as successful as possible. I had something else and now I can't remember what I was going to say. I don't know. Oh, Rose, what are you doing for your team incentives this month?
I don't know.
Don't know.
They like everybody just kind of took off already. I was like, wait, you guys are going too far ahead. I can't. There's nothing really. I'm trying to get everybody active. That's what I really want because everybody's got orders, but
Right.
Everybody active.
Okay. I'm gonna do one with my team, not my group, but my team, because we're a little stale right now. But recruiting outside the states that we don't have, and like the countries, like if you can connect with other countries or other states, like especially if the state that you don't live in, like, so don't go from, recruit anyone, but think outside of just your little state or your city, or really search that brain for other contacts that you might have. So that's kind of what I'm going to do for mine. If anyone else needs an idea for their team, I don't do a whole lot of things like this, so we'll see what happens, but I don't know. So we'll see you guys again in 2 weeks on this call. Otherwise, we do have every Friday morning at 9 a.m. Central. So Courtney we were talking at Shrine Tribe one night, our book study, about how it'd be fun to have a happy hour. So if we could figure out how we could either do that, whether we would do it with this group, or if it's too much training, like we can do it in just my group too. But she is still working at home, but still working. So it's hard to get on at 9 a.m. But I thought, well, I wonder how many other people it's hard to get on in the morning too. So we should brainstorm on that, maybe just once a month and not every week, because I can't be drinking every night of the week. Oh, that would be bad. But let's brainstorm on that and see if we can make something happen.
If there's any topics that you guys want to go over, please let us know.
Yes, 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 yes. I don't know if you guys want to do an opportunity night this month. If we should do the third week, have an actual opportunity night where Jennifer and I maybe just we could do the Zoom on that, and then you guys could just share out the Zoom call, because I feel like everyone is really comfortable with Zoom right now. And maybe we could have, you know, some of you that are on here just share like your story, or you know, just like a 3 to 4 minute story. If you're willing to do that, will you message me and say, yeah, I'm up for it, or whatever, just so we can start making a list and not going, yo, Sunday night when Jennifer checks in with me. What are we doing tomorrow? Oh yeah, that's right.
You're telling our secrets.
Sorry. Hey, if we can do this, anybody can do this. That is my motto. Like, don't think we have this all together.
That is right.
All right, we appreciate all of you. We value all of you, and you guys are freaking amazing and awesome. And let's have another fantastic. Do you think we could blow April numbers out of the water?
May's starting out really good.
I know. I think my May is actually, I needed to go back, but I think May is starting out better for us than it did for April. So, like,
I know.
we need to hire more people because I need my stuff. Lickety split. So,
Oh, listen to what I did today. So I realized I have a list of people that I had ordered for, and I was like looking at my bags. I'm like, where's Connie's order? Like, I'm not finding Connie's order. She had ordered 9 bars of wax, and I only had 5 of them because I think I sold the other 4. And then right now, it's taking forever to get our orders, and so I'm like, ah.
I've done that before.
Last week I even called her. I was like, your wax is in. She's like, can I get it at the beginning of next week? I'm like, oh yeah, sure. So now I'm just gonna wait until she calls me, I guess. And I'm gonna be like, sorry, I accidentally sold your wax.
Here's the 5. I'll get you the other 4.
See the crazy things that happen.
Oh, funny. All right, you guys are awesome. Appreciate you. And we'll guys talk to ya in 2 weeks.
Good night.
Bye.